That's not the right audio.
Hello, and welcome back after a much longer than anticipated break to the Savage Snows, episode 5. Um, Sorry for the break. Gen Con, Dragon Con, COVID, all of that kind of interfered with my ability to be able to live stream, and I apologize for especially the COVID part. I didn't know I was going to get it, so. Anyway, got a couple of, at least one awesome announcement that I'm going to hand off to David for that one because it involves his company. David, why don't you tell everybody what Atomic Ninja Studios' announcement is?
So as of today, it is available on DriveThruRPG right now. We've released the first Ninja mini setting collection. So there's actually 4 mini sets. They're settings that we've written adventures in the Hunters line in. So things like Farmpocalypse is there, Myths Incorporated, which is the kind of the Monster Hunter one. You can buy them separately. They I think for $7, $8, you can get the full collection of all 4 of them as one document. If you give that about 3 more days, it'll be available as print on demand as well if you really want a physical copy. So don't buy it because you will get a free PDF with the physical. If you order that, give it that few days. We're just waiting for the proof to come back because we want to guarantee that anything that gets ordered by somebody is of the quality we expect.
Also, here in the next few minutes, there's going to be a tweet going live on our X. I still can't call it that. Twitter link, where the first person who comments is going to get a free copy of the PDFs of the entire compilation. And before you guys all try and hop in, cast members don't get that. Sorry, you'll have to work it out with David. All right, so when last we left our valiant heroes, you guys had ambushed a group of ambushers. Kind of. And during the fight, poor Bumble had a mishap, and she is currently stuck in the form of a cat. And these guys do have some loot on them, so if you guys want to take a quick peek, since nobody answered my question in the Discord chat, if you guys want to take a quick peek and see what they have and grab it, we will get that taken care of and move on to the next encounter.
In my defense, I'm just playing up the Bumble can't speak because he's a cat.
All right. So if you guys see anything, grab it. If not, we're going to advance time. And, oh, I need to change where my thing is showing up at because it's covering up my calendar. So I will move my calendar and then put my camera views all at the top because otherwise it messes with my UI. And, all right, if everybody has grabbed what they want, I am going to advance time by 1 hour because it's going to take you guys an hour to make it to the next place. The good news
I
is...
think you're going to want my adventure card unless you have one that you really like.
Oh, yes. If you guys want to take a look at your adventure cards, you'll notice that the hand menu is down in the lower left or lower right now.
You're on mute there, Connor.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
You on push to talk?
I won't need a sound device. Not arcane.
I will trade you cards then. You'll like this one.
Oh, let's see. Philip is offering to trade Bullseye for Arcane Inspiration. Good trade.
I think that'll work out.
I think I like my card.
All right. So all you have to do is click on the pass icon and pass it to the person that you're wanting to pass it to. And I will let you guys handle that while I bring up the next map. All right, so as you guys trudge on through the snows, after about an hour to an hour and a half, you guys climb at least a few hundred feet up into the hills, and the snowy trail finally levels off. And clearing amongst the trees, there's a large wooden lodge overlooking a ravine spanned by a long rope bridge. Smoke rises from the lodge's two snow-covered chimneys, and a large wood pile is stacked against the outer wall. Oh, camera jumped. Let's switch it to, at least on the stream, you guys can see through the wall. Oh, because there's a guy over there who can see out a window. So there's a small outbuilding standing to the east of the lodge, and a stone well nearly blanketed by snow is barely recognizable to the north side of the building, several southwest towards a detached stable. So it is currently unpaused, and the viewers at home can see stuff that you guys can't, which should be fun. And it looks like Tiberius has stepped ahead of the group, so go ahead and do any as Bumble and
Can we do them
Cinders.
stealth?
You can. So go ahead and make
That sounds like a good idea.
stealth rolls. Ooh. Let's see what we got here.
I don't know why it just rolled twice. But
It's with better rolls. The first roll of the night always gets doubled up. All right, so we got a 3 coming in for Tiberius. Paul has a deuce. Scald is sitting on a 4. Bumble's sitting on a deuce. All right, go ahead and click that.
No, it's much worse.
So that deuce for Bessa became a critical failure, which basically pretty much counteracts Paul's amazing roll of 10. All right.
And it cost me a Benny to do that.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I bennied and I didn't get very much better, so...
So I'm going to move Paul on
That's
up.
the one thing about the Benny system that drives me nuts. Like, you always get the highest roll. Unless you're Snake Eyes, in which case, F you.
All right,
in
so...
my tables, we call it fishing for a crit fail.
Yep, we call it the same thing. Oh, we just lost David. I'm not sure if he's refreshing or not.
Oh, I'm going to try to sit up.
Oh, there he is. He's back. He was refreshing. So as you guys, Bessa trips, stumbles forward, and the brush over here suddenly rustles as a thing comes flying out of the brush, and let's see if it hits him. The good news is the bolt misses him. The bad news is as it fires, there is a cacophony of cowbells. And as you guys look over, you can see that there is a rope stretched from right by the crossbow that runs across the road. And inside, let me zoom out over here for the viewers. Inside this section is where you guys hear the cowbells, and that is going to completely ruin any shot you guys had at surprise.
My mom always said,
Oh,
we're
I
going to
was
need more cowbell.
right. More cowbell.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that joke in a hot minute.
You're old enough to know that joke?
Yes! Not that young.
The sadder part, it's been a hot minute since you've heard it. I mean, you should be hearing it frequently.
All right, I need to stack up some bad guys here so that way we're not chewing through the deck.
And
need better
Bumble is
friends.
still stuck in the form of a cat?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's
I was
been
about
over
to
an hour.
ask. Okay.
I was going to say, because there is nothing more dangerous to a first level commoner than a house cat.
I mean, that is a true story in another game system.
True facts. Like, look at this. Menacing beast.
All right, and as
That's
we
the cat you
start,
Were you that particular cat when you were a cat?
why is
Yes.
that is good to know, David. Thank you for bringing
Kind
that
of
to
an
my
asshole, loves to
attention.
snuggle.
Aha, is gonna release.
This is the dog that won't come and cuddle with me.
Yeah.
Save. There we go. Now Bumble's name is showing correctly.
Okay.
And let me refresh Bumble's page because it did not save them. And with that, we go into the first round.
Comment.
And from inside, you guys can hear some screams of surprise. This guy's going to come rushing. The door opens, and a guy who looks very similar to, dressed very similarly to the other guys that you guys face, comes running out. He sees y'all, and he turns towards you, and oh, I forgot to unpause it for you guys. He's going to aim at the closest person as he draws his short bow. And let's see, he has nothing there that's really going to help or hinder. So we will roll. Oh, and it looks like Bessa is going to get hit with a raise. And Bessa, are you going to try and soak those 2 wounds?
Yes, I am.
All right, it looks like Bessa soaked one of them. And
This is going real good, like
this
off the bat.
This is not looking good right off the bat. All right, next guy comes running out. He gets to there, and he will stop. He spins. He sees that Bessa has an arrow in him, so he is going to shoot at the goblin, because, you know, these guys clearly do not like goblins.
That was racist. That's what you get for being a racist, you miss.
Oh, yeah? Well, take that. Oh.
You take that. How do you like that? How do you
Yeah.
have those games?
I believe that's an innocent bystander, isn't it?
I think is that his bowstring should snap and take out one of his eyes.
His bowstring does indeed snap. It does not take out one of his eyes, though. Considering that the innocent bystander rules because of the direction that he is shooting would only hurt you guys, I will not implement them in this instance. And that takes us to the third guy who comes rushing out. And he's going to get up to there.
If you've got an
Spin
AoE,
around.
that'd be the time.
Let's see. He sees an arrow in Bessa, so he is going to shoot at Bumble as well. Let's see if we can keep from critically failing again. That's going to be a hit on Bumble.
No.
That will be a wound on Bumble. Would Bumble?
And she soaks.
Perfect. All right. Dang it. I keep trying to click on something and it's not coming up. Okay. Next up is going to be this guy, who he comes out and he draws his bow. Bumble, he's going to shoot at that weird rat-looking thing.
No,
As you do.
not Skull.
And he is going to miss. So Scald does not get one. And as we go from Ace of Spades to Ace of Hearts, we have Tiberius leading us off for this fight for the heroes.
All right. I'm going to let out a great shout, screaming more cowbell. And,
All right, so hold Alt and click inside of the template there. So that way it'll target them all for you.
I would submit that Tiberius deserves a Benny for that one because that's both funny and appropriate because he's a bard.
I would agree with that. So I will throw Tiberius. Did you Alt click inside of the template? There it is.
there we go.
All right,
And
go ahead and click that roll button.
thank you for the Benny. And raise, nice. That is that's the fear power with a raise. They -2.
All right. So these
Assuming
guys,
they're extras, they would automatically be panicked.
indeed. So these guys all get a spirit check. Oh, I'm gonna
-2.
choose this guy. I'm just going to throw the Rand penalty on him. And this is going to be a group roll. And roll it. That's not going to end well for them. All right, so they are now panicked.
We love to see it.
And
There is no panicked condition. Oh, there's frightened. There we go. That works. Frightened. Frightened and frightened. That.
so there, hunker down behind my shield, and that'll be my turn.
All right. That takes us to Paul. I don't know why it has not yet corrected.
Paul just is yet again flabbergasted. I swear, these common thugs resort immediately to combat. Huh. And then he runs over and tackles the one in front.
Sounds like the only reasonable response.
Oh, incidentally, if they're panicked, they immediately move away at their full place. That's
that is true.
And they are shaken.
When it's not their turn?
Yes.
Yeah, that's I just checked on
I
that.
had completely forgotten about that.
Yeah, panic. They're
Let's
immediately moved
see.
to full place, plus a running die, away from the danger, and they are shaken.
No, I want them all bunched up. I have a Thunderstone. It's burning a hole in my pocket.
I recant my earlier statement, and I shall wait for the GM to reposition the enemies.
All right, I'm just going to do one running die for all of them. So they are going to run 10 inches. And they go... Oh, it is counting their... Yep. So they were all at 6, so I get to go to 16. And they take off that way.
Isn't 10 including their what they rolled?
No, they get a whole new movement from being panicked.
They're very fast.
Yeah, they are terrified of whatever it is. Well, of that more cowbell scream. All right, now it is Paul's turn.
Well, Tiberius, you seem to have done it again. They've gone fleeing from you. I swear I never understood what they always find so frightening about you. And at that point, I'll walk over and start inspecting this crossbow trap.
You gotta save at the end of their turn.
I think there's more in the building.
Oh, I'm sure there's more in the building.
Coming out. There we go. I wasn't coming out on the stream. So a regular crossbow bow that has been rigged to be fired by the tripwire that Essa so generously triggered.
Paul will just take it off the mounting, step on the cross brace, and pull as hard as he can to smash the bow, and then drop it and proceed to walk up to the building.
Okay, you still have movement left.
Well, hello there,
And
boys.
as you get there, you can see that there is another group of foes, and that will take us to Bessa. Who is no longer shaken as he comes
That's
rolling out with a 6.
Yeah. Because I am clumsy in my old age, would that F up perhaps be worth a Betty for my elderly hindrance?
Oh,
Good.
I about gave that to the wrong person.
How do I deselect the measurement tool? Move to here so I can see these gents. And he's gonna reach into his pocket, and I assume the door is open, and he's just gonna lob one of the thunderstones just directly into that room.
All right. Go ahead and activate it. Do. Burning a hole in your pocket.
Okay, so
There it is. I'm going to get rid of one of them. Oh, that got rid of both of them. What the heck? Go ahead and hit that again. There, it came up only once that time. Okay, and who were you targeting it at?
is it not a template?
It is a template. I don't know why it didn't throw the template
Be like right in
down
the
for
middle
you.
of them, right on the table in front of them.
Oh, because it does not have it marked as a template. And I think that is a small block, so I will go ahead and click on that. And you said right in the middle of them?
Yes, sir.
So that would be the most you could get out of it. And they all need a vigor check. So here we go with the group vigor check. Group roll. All right, so I'm going to say that of those guys, 2 of them will have passed because it didn't get a raise out of it. Where is the... There we go. So one of them is going to be shaken. I'm going to make this guy shaken and deafened. right here. And I will make the template disappear.
Well, I do have ambidexterity and 2 of it, and another thunderstone.
Indeed
So
you do.
which ones would have saved?
These 2 here saved. This guy is looking kind of shocked, so to speak. And if you'll notice, the template thing is now there. All right. That is going to deviate unless you want to Benny it. Yes, no, maybe?
Yeah, we'll run it.
All right.
Got my minus.
Click on that snowflake. Oh, that worked out in your favor. So it lands exactly where you want it to. With the raise, I'm going to impose a -2 penalty on these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Because it goes off right, it hits one of their shoulders and it goes off right about head level. Actions, group roll, roll. And, oh, I forgot to apply the -2, but that's okay because I can add a modifier.
I do believe that is a failure.
That is indeed a failure, and both of these guys become shaken, and even stirred because they are both deafened as well.
I like to imagine as I just hurl these 2 thunderstones in, just 2 deafening thunderclaps erupt, and like every piece of glass and window just explodes outward from the sound.
They at least crack. The only ones close enough for you to do that would be the one here, and the one here.
And then I'll draw my sword, and
All
that'll be my
right.
last action.
That takes us to Bumble. Bumble?
Alright, so Bumble is moment to remember how to do things. It's hard to see whenever I'm sleeping backwards because my cat's on my lap. Okay, where's shape change? Powers, yes. Shape change, there it is. Yay, I succeeded. Okay, what do I have to change
All right.
into? I'm going to turn into a large cat.
Make sure it's a large cat this time. Big one.
Very big one. And then what is my pace is 7. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to use a really crappy laptop mouse right now. I'm gonna run.
If you're
Let's
running,
see. Nah,
because that
let
would
me see how far
change the result. Actually, it wouldn't be enough to change it to a failure.
I'm not gonna run because I don't need to.
If you want, since are you using the touch pad?
Yeah.
Just hold X wherever you want to move to, and I can.
Oh, it should let me.
Oh, wow. All right, so you go running up to there, and you see 3 guys standing there, kind of doing a bit with their heads. And for those of you who are listening, I just kind of wobbled around almost drunkenly.
Why can't my character see him?
I don't know, because as far as I can tell, she can't. Oh, you know what? I wonder. Vision is not enabled, so let's do that.
Yay! Yeah, I can see.
There we go.
Okay.
So you can see in, and you see 3 of those guys kind of shaking drunkenly, like maybe they hit the cups too hard. The 4th guy looks kind of shocked. And that'll take us to Scald, who needs to break the shaken.
Oh yeah, I forgot he got hit.
Scald is alright and able to act. Where is Scald going to
Yeah.
go?
Scott is gonna go up. What the fudge monkeys did my freaking computer just do?
I don't
Okay.
know, but
It just like randomly scrolled into the darkness. Okay, sorry about that. Scald is gonna move up behind Bumble.
alright. Scald going to do anything else?
I don't think there's really not much else that he can do. There's no like ready actions that he can do. So no.
Alright. That'll take us to the other 4 guys. So the first one is going to try and break his shaken. He is no longer shaken, but he is deafened, and he sees trouble. So he spins, he draws his short sword, and he is going to move up. And he is going to swing it wildly at Paul. So I'm going to add wild attack. And roll. And he is going to... Wow. He breaks the shaken. He draws his short sword, and he sees a big cat. So he steps forward, and he swings. He is also going to swing wildly, because all they know is suddenly they were under attack, and thunder spoke inside. As he swings wildly out at the cat, he does connect, slashing across her shoulders, and shakes her. That takes us to the 3rd guy. This is the one who just watched 3 of his buddies get in trouble. Check on him. Here's my... Alright, so he is going to make a spirit test. He is going to fail it, so let's see here. He is going to be frightened. And he turns, and he's going to run this way. And, oh, what happened here? There he goes. I don't know why it jumped over to her, but he went. It teleported him to the wrong place. That's kind of funny. I'm going to have to figure that out. I have no idea where he got to. That's kind of funny. Alright, so I am going to...
He ran away from
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like completely ran off the map. Something is up with my teleports. Alright, so he ran up the stairs and he is screaming at the top of his lungs. And that takes us to the last guy who's going to try and break his shaken. He does not. So he is going to move this way, off in that direction, trying to get clear of the big cat and the guy throwing thunderballs inside. That takes us to, let me add some friends because somebody was throwing big booms. Alright, so these guys get their own. So this guy. There we go. And we go into round 2. And it looks like I got a Benny because a group of raiders. Let's see, he stands up, so that's 2 inches. A group of raiders got the Joker. He staggers that way. And as he comes in, Paul, you can see who is sweating profusely, and he has a blanket wrapped around his shoulders. Steps out of that room, and he is feebly trying to draw his short bow. All right, next guy. Going to come out to there. This guy is going to. These guys need to remain distracted because they have an issue going on. He also is going to shoot feebly at Paul. He fails. Then his next buddy comes into it. He remains distracted though. 2 to get up. He moves over. To there. And so far, the only one that they can see is Paul. Oh, this guy's going to hit Paul. He's going to hit Paul hard.
Ouch.
Paul, would you like to soak those 2 wounds as an arrow comes flying out from a guy who looks like he should probably be in bed? All right. So far, you have soaked 1 of the 2 wounds.
We'll take it.
All right. Then we go to the last guy. I need to mark this guy as distracted again. And this guy, daggering out. And he is going to get to there. Can he see anybody? He cannot as he comes in. So that takes us to, on Ace of Diamonds, Bessa.
Alrighty. There's a lot of guys with Thunderstones.
I know.
Well, now I have a dog, so that's helping out. I have a less treacherous dog. Wow, there's just a lot of guys. Does anyone look like the leader?
As of right now, all of these guys just look like your typical thugs. These 4 right here, can you see them? Let me see. You can see 3 of them. So these guys here all look like they're covered in fur blankets, and they're shivering and pouring sweat and very pale. You would guess they probably are really sick.
So not the highest threat. So I'll shoot. I will draw a pistol and shoot this guy. Yeah. I would like to introduce him to my pistol. Ugh.
That is a hit.
Oh, it is? Oh, well, that's not what I saw. Well, he's vulnerable.
He's vulnerable.
So well, bully for me.
Indeed.
Not great damage, sadly.
All right, so he becomes shaken. And I do believe you have another pistol.
I do. I shall holster that one, draw the other one.
That is a hit with a raise as both guns speak. And this time, he is quite dead.
That's how I like my enemies. Quite dead.
Set as group leader. There we go. All right. You going to move it all?
I will. I will move back a bit. Sure, I can still see some targets. But yeah, we'll go there.
All right. That takes us to Tiberius. Let's go to... I'm going to change the camera to focus on Tiberius.
The other dog has joined me on the couch.
Oh, it's not... There we go. Let me move that around. All right, Phil.
Cat.
I will move up to here. I don't see a doorway or anything on this side, south side of the building, do I?
Not yet, no.
Yeah. So given that, I am going to shout some encouragement to Paul. Tell him he can hold the door. He's doing great, and handle all those ruffians inside. Support. Oh.
Don't feed me.
I guess statistically speaking, 1 is pretty common on the dice. So,
So whereas I intended support, clearly Paul for nothing but sarcasm.
As Paul becomes distracted by that. All right. That takes us to somebody who you guys cannot see. And he is going to move... Oh, he's got to move around the table here. And then free action to open that door. He steps out. And as he gets to there, he can see you guys down below. Most importantly, he can see Paul. And Paul, as you look up, you see up on the balcony up above. Oh, that has his name on the image, so I guess it doesn't matter. You see this guy.
Now that looks like a leader.
And
he has that way about him.
As
he
looks
like I should stand in judgment of him.
Down at you, he points at you and mutters some arcane words.
Oh, shit.
And let's see here. He is going to add the damage modifier. And I think
this
that's
cat
it.
is talking.
He unleashes the bolt at you as what appears to be pieces of bone fly forth from his hand and strike you in the chest. Oh, Paul.
Oh, shit.
Would you like to soak that?
Yes, please. And that's the end of the bennies.
Oh shit.
Youch. Is it Nolish?
You see.
See it in English below that. Is that what it's supposed to be? Oh dear.
What'd he say?
I mean, use your imagination. To teleport.
Oh, that's bad.
I had the stream audio muted for my mic, like an idiot. So Paul is about to make a very important vigor check to see if he dies or not. Does anybody have any cards or anything that can help him out, or do we say goodbye to Paul?
Would he still be distracted from my crit failure?
He...
Just asking,
I
because that
would
would
say-
It seems a bit beyond being distracted at this point.
I would say that we will remove that because he is unconscious and bleeding out. So he's not really distracted. He's more vulnerable than anything. So
And
we
that's
will
a
make
success.
that. He is going to be no longer bleeding out, but he
Huzzah.
is out of the fight. That takes us to the Raiders. And this guy is going to make his spirit test. He is still shaken. And then he needs a second spirit test to see if he stops. No, he does not stop being scared. He is going to continue running. And boy, is he going to run. So he runs all the way over to there where none of you can see him. That takes us to the next guy who's going to roll for shaken. He is no longer shaken. But is he a... He is no longer afraid. Let's remove the frightened. And you guys hear him who took off running, and he starts moving up. Even with the guy who caused this by screaming out for cowbell. As he draws his short sword, dropping his bow to the wayside. And he is going to swing wildly. And he missed Tiberius. Boy, he missed Tiberius. Tiberius leans back out of the way. That takes us to the next guy who is going to attempt to... Nope. Is he still afraid? Not afraid. So he... Is that on there? No, it is not on there. I need to say something to Flo about adding the ability to add the other... So he's going to there where he can't easily be hit. And the last guy in this group, he is still shaken. Is he still scared though? Still scared, so he is going to take off running. Wow, the two who are scared are really still scared.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes us to Bumble. Bumble, you see bad juju coming.
Do I have to move up at all to attack?
This guy right here is in your melee reach.
Okay.
I'm going to take a sip of my Poppets coffee.
Okay. If I can remember how to find weapons. There we go. My contacts are kind of blurring up, so because they're dried out.
Looks like Dave's roommate is watching. All right.
Screw that guy in particular. I can roll with a raise, right?
Who do you have targeted? Yeah, you can roll with a raise. It looks like you've got
Okay,
two
because I had
guys
like a
targeted.
regular check. Yeah, it like came up with 2 check marks, and that's why I was confused.
Well, two you frenzied.
Oh,
two
you
hit.
frenzied. Yeah, so you get the raise damage, and then click the regular for the frenzy attack.
Okay, because I'm okay with doing the frenzy attack.
I believe that the phrase is "fuck this guy in particular,"
Tuck him to the grave.
as you just ran right into him, ripping his guts open. His armor doesn't even stand a chance. So much so that it is just absolutely destroyed. Oh, he's not wearing armor. That's why it got destroyed.
Can I elicit a new fear check on the guy that ended up rolling out?
I'd say no. If you had chosen to do 2 actions and an intimidate, then I would say yes then. But he's busy focusing on Tiberius.
Well, we're just gonna have to change that next round. Okay.
You can move still if you wish.
Let me move up here and see. I'm gonna stand over Paul and protect him.
You know what? I'm going to give you a Benny for that. Putting yourself in between Paul and danger. And that's going to take us to... Oh. Where did Scald go? Scald should be attached to Bumble. There we go. It is now... I'm going to make this guy the leader of that group. And it is now Scald's turn. Scald sees a foe here. He sees skeletons inside. Another human here. What is Scald going to do?
Probably not go inside without backup because he knows better. I like to think that Scald is somewhat smart.
Somewhat. He's got animal smarts, but
he does. But of course, like, you know, Bumble's also not inside of there, so he's going to stay by her side and attack whoever.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm free from G's. Okay. It took long enough. That's as long as he snuggled me. He's not a snuggler either. Okay. So I'm going to attack this particular dude.
Oops, I did not mean to do that. That was me.
Okay, I was like, did I do that?
Nope.
Okay. So then Scald is going to attack him with Voight.
The dead guy?
No, the live guy.
These two here are both dead.
I thought there was a guy behind him that's not dead.
The guy next to Tiberius.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, that was me just totally like not understanding the token for a minute.
The big red frowny face with the X's across the eyes means that they're dead.
Well, I thought there was one behind him that was like, or that was like next to him or something because of how the token looked on my side. I'm just blind, apparently.
I mean, that would have been an awesome bite.
I know, it would have been a really awesome bite, so never mind. Think that.
I will let you keep the roll since you got confused by very large, very obvious symbols.
I'm going to go inside then.
All right. And then click the raise damage button.
I'm just really dumb tonight.
You're not dumb. As Scald rushes in, bites the first one he comes across, and that takes us to the next raiders. This guy. Oh, that's the guy who ran upstairs and disappeared. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to find my token to move over. All right, so I need to add a very afraid guy up the stairs. Add him to the combat. And so this guy, I'm going to make the leader of that group. Remove this guy. Drag the new guy right into that one. And then make him the group leader. Oh. I put him on the wrong group. Pop that out so I can control it better. All right. Make him. Where'd it go? There it is. And then this guy gets removed from combat because I don't know why. He was, all right. So he is going to run into the room there. And, oh, I can delete this guy. All right. The next guy up, he is shaken. Nope. Where is he at? He is there. He does not break his shaken. And he is going to continue this way. And you guys hear some more doors open. And he is going to move to where he thinks he is safe. And then it goes to the next round. Right at the top with the black joker is the one guy in that group who is shaken and is no longer shaken.
I don't think the GM should be allowed to draw black jokers.
I know.
He's
Rolling like
around the corner.
Actually, I think I would like to spend
All right.
2 hearts. Can't do much worse than that.
So go ahead and spend your Benny. I will draw you a new card. Four of spades. So it moves you up.
You doubled your place.
Yeah, I moved ahead of a couple of them. I was hoping for better, but all right.
All right, so the guy steps out from behind that small building. He aims his short bow at Tiberius. He rolls. And he hits because of the Joker. I'm like, how did he hit?
You should miss. I have a shield. That would give me...
Indeed. So, yep, that would give him a -2 cover penalty. It's going to be a miss as it bounces off your shield, and he snarls in anger. And that takes us to this guy. All right, so I am going to... He's going to move 3 inches down, and I am going to... And then... He will move to there. He sees both of the bees, and he is at Scald. Scald is closer. Let's go with powers. Oh. Yep, he's going to go with bolt. It worked so well last time that he is going to do the same exact thing. Oh, that's not going to end well for for Scald.
no. This is why I was nervous about sending him in. No.
Oh, untarget Tiberius. So Scald takes a single wound. Wish to spend a Benny.
Mm-hmm.
And he manages to completely soak it, and the caster back there looks a little irritated. That takes us to the skeletons. So the first one is going to come up and around the table and move in next to Bumble. I think I've got Bumble targeted. I'm going to move Paul out of the way for a second, so that way it's easier to see. Yep, I have Bumble targeted. And it's going to swing its claws at Bumble. It hits, but no raise. Oh, wait, before I roll that damage, let me untarget. I forgot to untarget him, but... Alright, Bumble in. Then the other Skelly comes up to play. It's going to lose 2 inches of movement as it hops up. And it is currently, say, 0.5 in height. And it is going to swing its claws down at Scald.
How about no?
Scald, whoops, is going to get hit and get shaken as it swings down with its icy claws. And I need to add that. When does that trigger? Okay, so the frozen at the start of your turns. So that takes us to this guy right here that's right next to Tiberius. Let me untarget. And he is going to try his short sword once more. And he misses as Tiberius blocks with his shield. You see...
Ooh, yeah. I see many things. All right, there's my guy. Do I have a mechanical function for declaring judgment on someone?
So you just spend the judgment point, which it should be on.
Okay.
So if you declare judgment, that gives you 5 tokens, which is in your additional stats on your traits tab of your character sheet, and then you just reduce it whenever you activate one of the.
Important to note, I can spend judgment tokens to give him a minus to his trait rolls, which would be great if he can't spell now. But I'm going to draw light crossbow, and I'm going to shoot.
All right.
And I really need this to hit. Spend a judgment token on it for the attack roll. How do I do that?
So if you click on, yep, you can do that, or if you click here, it brings up all of those wonderful situational modifiers as well. The gray bar there. But in this instance, you would do the trait modifier from the modifiers for better rolls. Make sure you click it twice, so that way it turns white instead of red. Otherwise, it doesn't go away. That is a hit with a raise on a total of 9.
That's what we like to see.
Right now, that is a wound. You going to leave it there? Or are you going to fish for something more?
I am going to spend a token to give that +2 as well. I am going to re-roll it.
All right, I'll wait to add the +2 until you... All right, so that went 1 point higher. Let me add...
Yeah, so that takes it to 11, and then I'm going to play...
You want to what? Because you cut out.
Bullseye! Play after this damage is rolled to double the total of a successful ranged attack.
All right.
Which would take it to 22, I believe.
+2, and then I will add a second modifier of Bullseye. And that's going to change it to +11. Right, so as it hits him, he staggers. He's going to... he's got Benny. All right, takes 3 wounds instead of... so he is standing there reeling from the blow. He's not dead yet, but he is just kind of... Yeah, he really tried hard to die there. And he has a crossbow bolt sticking out of him. You moved. You could still move the rest of your movement if you like.
Yeah, I don't. I'll move to here.
All right. That takes us to the next raider,
I was
who
really hoping he would die.
is this guy here. This guy. Whoops. This guy right here, just to the south of Scald, and he turns towards Scald, and he is going to target Scald.
No.
And he swings. He draws his short sword and swings it. The good news is he is still distracted from whatever it is. Yes, he does have a +3 gang up bonus there. And Scald is going to take a wound. Does Scald wish to try and soak that?
Yes, Skull does wish to soak. How many bennies does Skull have?
He has a total of 3 at the start of the session. He currently has 1 left. It'll take away the Benny button when he's out of bennies.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I meant, like, I just wanted to kind of gauge for how much you might have left. I'm going to keep it, and just in case I need it for more damage.
All right, that takes us to the next guy, who is... Oh, let me get this guy back up. To distracted. All right, so this guy is out of the fight dead. That takes us to the next guy, who takes a step towards Scald, and he is going to draw his short sword and roll. And even with the gang up bonus, he misses. The last of these guys step around and in, and he tries with his short sword to hit Scald. And he is as well. So this guy is distracted again. This guy is also going to be distracted again. And Scald, Bumble is no longer shaken. It says Scald in the chat. All right, Bumble, there is a right there. And before you do anything else, it's Frozen Aura. Let me... And then... Oh, Scald is in it less than what? There we go. I gotta take it off. This guy. Nope. There we go. All right, so that's going to be 2d4 damage as Bumble feels the cold hit her, and it shakes her. Does she wish to spend a Benny to break that shaken?
Yes.
Go ahead and spin the Benny, and I will remove the shaken. And what is Bumble going to do?
It's going to bite the freaking skeleton.
Right now, the miss. Do you have... That is Scald who's doing the attack, not Bumble.
What?
Yeah, that's Scald doing
How?
the attack.
How?
Do you have Scald's token selected?
Do I need to reroll them?
Yes, because your fightings are different.
Okay. And then do I get my Benny back?
Yes, I will give that Benny
Sorry.
back. There we go.
Okay, I selected a person. Okay, I think I got it right now.
The difference is it does not have a wild. It has the same bonuses. That is a hit.
Wild attacking.
Didn't
What does it
wild
keep wild
attack.
attacking? Oh, okay. It looked like it had two
You're
dice. Okay.
frenzying.
Oh, I'm frenzying. Oh, okay. Oh, because I do that in this form, don't I?
And as you lash out and bite this sucker, you cause it to crumble. And it is no longer in the fight. And as it crumbles, I'm just going to remove that guy. Actually, is this guy part of the combat? No. So this guy gets removed. And Bumble moves up next to the next Skelly.
Mm-hmm.
And then Scald's turn. Scald gets to take possible damage. It does not hurt Scald.
And Scald is unshaken.
Make sure you select Scald instead of
Select
Bumble.
Scald, yes. I'm going to learn my lesson eventually. All right. I'm going to go ahead and try to bite the Skelly.
Right now, that is a miss.
Oh, my Benny. No, I'm going to keep my Benny because he's got high wounds.
Indeed. That takes us to Tiberius, who has a dance partner right in his face.
I am going to play my adventure card, Arcane Inspiration. Get +2 on powers. To multi-action now.
All right. Hold on just a second. I'm going to add active effect. So this is going to be on your performance, correct? Modifier +2. And I will add that active effect.
And I'm going to shout out some quick Taldorian verses. The greatness of Taldor and the might of it, kind of inspiring everybody to increase their fighting.
Who all can you see? You can see Bumble and you can see Bessie.
Yeah, I can't see Scald, so.
All right.
I mean,
You declared 2 actions, so don't forget to click on that gray bar and select the 2 actions button, as well as the +2 targets.
how do I see further actions?
Click on the gray bar in the performance chat button.
Okay. 2 actions. And
You have 2 extra people, so click on the +2 power points.
that's all I
That is a success. So that is going to
Yeah,
be
okay. We'll keep that.
All right, let me add the boost to fighting. That was a success.
Good to me.
And I've got Bumble, boost trait, fighting, success.
I took care of myself.
Okay.
And with that, then I'm going to take a swing at the guy in front of me.
All right. Don't forget to add the...
I forgot
That's
to
okay.
add that. But it looks like it's not going to matter.
Yeah, even with the -2, that's still going to be a raise on the hit. Click that raise damage. Let's see what happens here. And you drop him. You can still move if you so wish. You've got a guy here. And then you know that you have friends inside.
Dropping them like Disco.
Funny you should mention Disco.
Because Disco is inherently funny?
Well, we did a hit me
I'm gonna
with your
have to do
one
that.
shot that was Disco in the holler.
Now I want to do a campaign of Disco Inferno where we go through Dante Alighieri's The Inferno, but through the medium of disco.
I ain't writing that one. All right, that was Tiberius. To the next of the raiders. He is going to try and break the shaken and does not. And he is still afraid. That's the guys way off to the... Actually, I don't think any of you can see them at this point. No. So he is going to make a spirit check to see if he's going to continue running. Hey, he is no longer afraid. So he is just going to stand there for his turn. The next guy is shaken. He is no longer shaken. So let's see if he makes that spirit roll. He is, however, still frightened. So he is going to keep running. And that is going to effectively cause him to make an athletics check. Oh, why is it not? That should be athletics. How did that happen? There we go. Athletics.
Isn't athletics climbing? Or isn't climbing athletics?
Climbing is athletics, yes. And he is running across an unstable platform. And he does not make it. You guys hear a scream. And then a splash.
You love to hear it.
All right. That takes us to the next guy who is shaken. He is going to try and break his shaken. Nope. So he is going to stay right where he's at. And then the beginning of round 4. Can you believe it's only been 4 combat rounds? All right. So the leader of the bad guys breaks his shaken. And he snarls. Oh, wait. Let me go back to the other guy here. There he is.
I could give him a -2, but that wouldn't help.
He did not like what just happened to him. So he is going to throw out...
Good,
How
I'm
many
glad.
power points does he have left? Oh, he's got plenty.
Sound like you're in that.
He is casting something. I would like to -2.
All right.
Judgment.
So he is going to have... I'm going to throw it down as a dim penalty. He is going to use that because he's going to try and get as many of you in as he can. He's going to have to increase the range. And let's roll.
Oh, damn.
All right, so I need... He did not choose. So I need Bessa, Scald, and Bumble to all make spirit checks with a -2. So this guy.
What's the -2 for?
-2. He got a raise on.
Actually, he didn't. He ended up with the 7.
Oh, sorry, just a straight spirit check then.
Oh, thank
Thankfully, I
goodness.
can't spend judgment tokens on this.
This guy is now... I got to take care of the bad guys now. While you guys are doing that, I'll look at your guys' results. He is prone. He is... and incapacitated. All right, let me look at Scald is prone. Unless Scald wants to spend a Benny on that.
You know what? I'm going to. What's going on? Wait. That's still failed.
Yes, it is okay. Scald Bumble.
Oh, Bumble passed with a raise.
Okay, I didn't see
Did you
it.
see that one? Yeah.
Nope. All right, so then I got to go to, let's see, that was that guy.
Because
This
it comes up as
guy.
Pat Large.
I'm going to move the unconscious guys so that way they're out of my way. Because it's making me
Thin in the
hard.
herd. Thin in the herd.
All right, this guy gets a spirit check. Let's see if he passes. He does. And the last guy over here gets a spirit check. He does not. So he is going to be prone, vulnerable, and incapacitated. And prone, vulnerable, and incapacitated for Bumble.
You mean Scald?
Or Scald, sorry. The skeleton is immune to it.
Well, then that just means we have to kill the skeleton first.
All right. It's angry because the one person he wanted to get did not fall down and fall asleep. But instead, 3 of his folks did. That takes us to the skeleton's turn, and it is going to focus on Bumble as it swings its claws at Bumble.
Ah!
Yeah, now you know how it feels.
And as it critically misses Bumble, it spins around and it accidentally claws the guy lying on the ground. As it loses its footing and absolutely screws that guy up. There we go. I'll move him out of the...
Is he actually dead?
He is dead, yes.
He was asleep and vulnerable, so...
Yeah, I
Okay,
had a feeling.
so-
I wanted that
Whoops,
confirmation.
this guy failed as well. So he is prone, vulnerable, and incapacitated. All right. And that takes us to Bumble.
Bumble's going to attack the one who's immune.
All right. Make sure you have Bumble selected. Looks like you do.
Oh, I have the boost rate on it too.
Yeah, it's automatically going to...
Okay. Oh shit.
Oh, Bumble is... Bumble losing her shit.
She's pissed.
And, yep. So that was the normal damage, I believe. Nope, that was the raised damage. So click normal damage as well after I apply this. Because you hit it twice. Oh, this is Bumble coming through in a pinch as she just absolutely wrecks the other skeleton. All right, does Bumble wish to move?
I'm gonna get up in this guy's face.
Bumble goes tearing across and gets it. And that takes us to Scald, who is currently asleep. Tiberius. Tiberius, you have a friend there. A friend who needs love that only you can give him.
Yeah, I'm just trying to not exactly sure what's going on inside. So at this moment, I'm just going to take the one action and
I heard my phone chime. Oh, there it
I'm
is.
going to take a swing at him. Of the wild attack variety.
Doing one swing?
Yeah. That'll do. And that'll do even more.
Get this guy
Um,
Everything's
think
coming up Millhouse.
I think he's down.
he is definitely going. Well, yep, that would still be a raise because you didn't have him targeted. But that is going to take him out of the fight.
And I will move up here and see what the heck's going on inside.
And you can see the carnage that is being left behind by your friends. And that takes us to Bessa. Bessa, you see that Bumble has moved in.
I'm, however, going to try to do some kill steals here. I am going to multi-action to reload the crossbow.
So one action to reload. When you bring the crossbow up, click on that circle off on the right-hand side that when you hover says reload.
And then on my the second action is, which is going to be a shocker. It's shoot him in the face.
Are you calling a headshot?
No, I don't have the bonus for that.
Okay.
But I am just going to shoot him the old-fashioned way.
All right.
So this will be an even roll because my +2 from the judgment token will wipe out the multi-action penalty. Eat Boltar or whatever his name is. I don't know what his name is, but it's about to be.
That is a hit. Oh, there's an ace on the dice.
Would adding +2 to that damage give him another wound?
You know what? Let me, because I can add it and subtract it. So let's do +2. It would indeed. You going to spend that judgment token?
Oh, yes, I shall. Bringing me to no judgment tokens remaining. I do, however, shout judgment.
All right, I'm going to apply it to him, and he is going to attempt to soak it. And does he have... Oh, I have the wrong person selected. He still has bennies. So he is going to try again. Let's see if we can keep this guy in the fight.
Yeah.
He's going to spend his last penny. I've got 6 pennies. Let's see what I can do to help him. Instead of 3 wounds, he took 2 wounds. That's...
How many does he need to not... 3. He needs to take 2 wounds in order to stay in the fight.
Yep.
Good luck, James.
You know what? I'm going to give it one more shot. Just one more.
Spend them. Spend those GM pennies.
Ah, no!
Oh.
I shoot him in the head.
Well, let's see. Roll incapacitation. He's going to fail that horribly. And let's see. He didn't critically fail, so he is bleeding out. Even it's his right, it's left. His right arm completely useless as he drops to the ground bleeding. That causes... Well, they
Judgment.
can't see it. None of them can see it. So that takes us to...
Fools, flee!
Who is...
Yelling is a free action, right?
Yelling is a free action.
I would like to yell that
All
your
right,
chief
so
is
I'm gonna
dead.
remove
Flee,
him.
fools. Judgment!
I'm going to scare to the next guy who is shaken. He's going to roll. Still going to move up to see if he can see what's going on at least. So he gets to the door. He cannot see anything. This guy who's going to try and break. He wants to see what's going on. He hears lots of screaming and yelling. especially your chief is dead. And as he gets there, shit, and immediately starts to head the other direction. And as he's running out, he screams, "Rokar's dead!" And that takes us into round 5. Which, on the grades, we have Tiberius. Tiberius, to the left, you can see 2 guys sleeping on the ground.
I can't quite see that. I'm just going to take a step inside. So these 2
are snoring of all things.
He's down. He's down.
And you can, since they are incapacitated, you could always take an action to coup de grace them.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that there's lots of more folks to take care of first. Does there seem to be anybody in that room? Nope. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna shout some encouragement to Bumble, giving her support. I don't really seem to see anybody just now. Come on, who's a good kitty? Who's a good kitty? Take care of him.
All right. That is...
Sure why
I'm going to remove
being
that.
vulnerable would give me a +2. But yeah, that's a I'll spend a Benny on it. I still got 3 bennies.
At least somebody does.
The dice did not roll.
I saw it roll.
Oh wow.
I am completely out of judgment tokens, though.
Do you have yourself targeted? That's why it's giving you the bonus.
Oh, okay. I will spend 1 more Benny.
All right.
3 threes. Seriously.
So no bonuses, but no penalties either. And that will take us to this one, who is no longer shaken. However, he is going to run because he heard that the boss is down. And he is only able to go 7 inches. Then the next guy, oh, I need to put it back to skip defeated. There we go. The next person up is Bessa. He is on the ground. He is bleeding.
That's where we like him.
I think you can see. You can vaguely see at least one more that looks like he's about to turn and run.
Bessa just calmly walks into the room. While calmly reloading, he's going to multi-action reload and shoot somebody. Who's... Oh, there's that guy. That's the guy who's running?
This one down here.
Cool. I'd like to shoot him in the back. We're not having a good day, and I'm not taking any prisoners today.
That's valid.
Is there something I should do for multi-action on this, or just give myself a penalty?
So if you click on the gray bar there, it will pop it up, and it has all of the bonuses and penalties. And I wish I could pop that out so I could show it, but it doesn't have the pop out option. All right, that is a hit. That is a shaken result. And since he was already shaken, he is now lying on the ground, out of the fight, and dead.
Bessie spits on the ground.
All right. That takes us to the guy who is bleeding out. Here comes an impulse. I've got Benny's. Because I'm going to give you guys a chance to capture him. No Benny's left, and he does die.
Well, good riddance.
All right.
That bad.
That takes us to, mark him as defeated, Bumble. Actually, that's all the bad guys.
Except for the sleeping guys.
Right.
Bumble just kind of sits down and looks back at Bessie and lets out one of the, like, in her ears, flick backwards. And she just lets out one of those really disappointed noises that, you know, those big cats make.
I just shrug.
All right.
Is Paul dead?
Well, I guess we're going to find that out in 2 weeks.
Oh no!
I think this is a great stopping place as the party stands victorious over a literal pile of bad guys. That would have been a much different fight had Bessa not tripped and set the alarm off. But
It would have been a different fight if he hadn't gotten to soak that 22 damage I did to him.
I mean, there's that too. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, if you love good coffee, check out poppetscoffee.com. I am going to go over and check our Twitter because I didn't mention it during the show here, but we did say that the first person who commented on our Twitter was going to get a free copy of the new Atomic Ninja Studios. So let me see who it is. People, but nobody has commented on it yet.
Yeah.
So,
Let's be honest, 12 players. One shot the caster boss before he takes out the tank.
that is very true. And thanks for watching, everybody, or listening. And we will pick up in 2